Hey YouTube, Windraiser here, coming to you with another Transformers review. And let me adjust my camera real quick. Today we're going to be looking at Transformers Legacy Blaster. Yes, he did come out in the Kingdom line, but he came towards the end, and my guess is that even though he was at the end of Kingdom, he was meant to help kick off the, the Legacy toy line. But that's just my honest opinion. Yeah, it's just an opinion, a theory. But I finally have them. So I do apologize for my burping. I just ate lunch, so please forgive me. But here we are looking at Blaster, and I have him in his robot mode because he's packaged in robot mode. But we'll go ahead and take a close look at him. Do love his head sculpt, very nicely done. Love the blue in there for the eyes. Nicely done on the chest. You have his buttons. And I don't know if anybody else has pointed this out, but if you tilt it, his buttons have the little, I don't know how well you can see them, the little divots. There's a play, rewind, fast forward, and stop. They're like molded in there. Pretty cool. But all in all, he's a very nicely done figure. Very nicely detailed. And he does have a very clean transformation. One thing I do want to point out for some of his transformation is how panels just fill up stuff very well. Posability on this guy. His head is on a slight ball joint. Can do a full 360. Can look up slightly. Can look down a bit. Arms can do a full 360. There is a hinge for in and out there at the shoulder. There is a swivel at the bicep. Over 90-degree bend at the elbow. No wrist articulation. However, they can do that weird stuff. He does have a waist. If you move his butt flap, his legs can go forward that far. They can go back that far. There is in and out, so you can get full splits. There is a thigh swivel. Nice bend at the knee. And he does have an ankle pivot. Apologize for the sound in the background. There you go. Yeah, he does come with a few accessories. One being his classic gun, which is molded. I don't know well you can see it. Right there is molded to be a cassette. So that hole that his original gun had, even from back in the day, this gun transforms into a little tape. That is pretty cool. So he can go ahead and hold his gun. He does come with another accessory, but I'm going to wait until we get him transformed and whatnot. So for a size comparison, here he is next to Sound Blaster. You can see he's always going to be a little taller than good old Soundwave. Like even the original G1 toy, he was way taller than Soundwave. I'm gonna adjust up a bit. Here he is next to his Titan's Return self. See how big he is there? Yes, there's Shockwave and Dogfight there in the background with Crocs. And here he is next to the Titan's Return Soundwave. Yes. Another size comparison. Here he is next to Autobot Buddy Skids. So you can see how well he is compared to a deluxe. If that's the name they're still going with for those guys. But anyways, we're going to go from this, and we're going to go into his transformation. Sorry, my fingers got in the way there. So go ahead and pop his gun out. first thing we're gonna do, come here to the back. You want to keep the butt flap up for a reason. Go ahead and fold this down, fold his head in, lock that into place. Next, we're going to take the wrists and fold them up like so. I'm going to rotate the waist. Sorry, you didn't see any of that. Gonna rotate them. And with his arms, rotate these in around and then fold these up. So rotate and then fold inward. So you have these like that. Next, we're going to come down to the legs. We're going to fold up his feet and fold these speakers in. Next, come back to the back of the legs, open up this panel, and then open this part up. Rotate the leg, and you're going to get this peg pegged up into a socket. Basically, that little slit right there in his arm. Now, this is easier said than done because it's a pain in the butt to get it to hold into place. Then you're going to bring the whole leg to swing inward. While doing that, making sure fist goes in. So give me a moment and I shall be right. Alright, so it's going to look like this. So we're going to do that again. Fold up, rotate, and bend. And it's trickier on this one because of the finger. I am very sorry. I never mentioned that. There we go. Get that in there. Plug this down. Bring these back up. Bring these panels up. Swing them together. And they will peg into place. And there you have him in his boombox mode. Right now, since I got him as robot mode, I do want to apologize that I did not mention his index finger pointed out, so you can have him push this open. It doesn't go down. It doesn't go down, but it goes inward. But even the inside is nicely detailed in there. Very nice. But yeah, it holds together well. Like I said, getting the arms into position. And especially these ones is a pain in the butt. So give me a second. I need to. Sorry about that. Had to adjust all this because it wasn't staying together well. But yeah, the back cleans up nicely. Front, very nice. The speakers end up being here on his leg, so he does have some nice, beautiful dials on them. And he's got a nice carry handle. For weapon storage, the gun has a slit on this side of the handle. So you just come here to the back. There's a slit right here, and you basically just peg the gun in right there. So there's that. Now for his other accessory, you've kind of been seeing it off here to the side, is this little blue dude. Now I'm gonna go ahead and bring one of the minions in from my sound blaster. So I've got Ravage. It's about the same size, almost the same width. And the other guys can fit in blaster like so. Thing is though that these are made of molded plastic, colored plastic, and then painted over. He, however, eject here is made of entirely blue plastic, clear blue. You can see the joints in him. You can even see his head through his torso. His whole body, except for this gray part and anything that's gray plastic. The majority of his body is clear plastic. But we're going to go ahead and transform him. So we're going to come back here, pull up his head, rotate it around, come down to what will be his legs, undo them, and rotate them. Undo, bring down, rotate, undo his fit. That will be his fists and his arms. And there you go. That's it. It's the front plate of the torso, the shoulders, the fists, or the lower forearms, and the lower legs are all clear plastic. This is not going to last well over time. Hasbro has a thing where clear plastic figures, namely, say, RID Pra, which was used for the 2003 Universe line, clear plastic, the doors would snap off. Another example, the Minicons from Power Core Combiners, the majority of their entire body was clear plastic, and they would shatter. But yeah, I like this figure. I do, but I don't like the clear plastic on him. This is my only gripe for this set. Like, Blaster is cool. He's very good. He holds together well. I'm worried about this one over time. But I'll go ahead and transform him back. Because I rarely transform this guy as it is. Things are going like that. Rotate. And he's a nice tape, nicely molded. We'll pop that open, and he will just slide right in there. There you go. But yeah, I really wish he came with either Steel Jaw or Ram Horn or Sunder. I do hope they make tape guys like they did for the War for Cybertron line, which I do have 2 of them. I have Ram Horn and Sunder here. They were data discs. But I hope they do the same thing with tapes for him. I'm really hoping for that. But I digress. So now we're going to go from this and transform him back into his robot mode. Now I very rarely do this with figures, so I figured I'd do something different for a change. So we'll go ahead and unpeg the handles, and they will peg into these posts right here via these pegs. Come to the front, lift up will be his butt flap, and go ahead and unhook the legs. Go ahead and fold them down, rotate, fold down, and rotate. Other way. Rotate other way. Fold this panel down, fold it in. Do the same over here. To get his feet out, what I'd like to do is just fold out the ankle and fold the toe out. Do the same. Fold his butt flap down, rotate him at the waist. Unfold his arms, rotate it. Put his fist into place as best you can. Fold his arm down till it clicks. Rotate it. Fold the fist down. Come to the back. Open it up. Flip up the head. And close that up. Go ahead and give him his gun again. And like you can with Soundwave, you can position his hand to where he can push his buttons, his own buttons. Now, go ahead and pop them open. That was it. But there you guys have it. There's been my review on Transformers Legacy Blaster. I'm Windraiser, and I'll see y'all on the next review.